Suzy Lu. There have been many reports on her. Serial copyright abuser, hypocrite, egomaniac. But I'm not interested in all that. After many nights of contemplation and thinking, I came up with a hypothesis. For such a big forehead, how is Suzy Lu so very dumb? And then that begs the further question, just how big is Suzy Lu's forehead? I couldn't let it rest. I tried all possible avenues, but nothing seemed to work. In the end, I decided that I had to book my flight to Scotland to visit Suzy Lu herself. But certain events prevented me from doing so. One night, while I was laying in bed, a revelation came to me. I remembered a video from a few years ago by Meme Insider, where they approximated the size of Jacksfilm's forehead. They used a method of finding one standardized object in the frame to compare with an object in real life so that the pixels could be used as a means of calculating the size of his noggin. So, with this in mind, the search was on. I looked high and low for anything that could be used as a reference. After scouring hours of footage, I decided to turn to Instagram. And that's when I had my first major breakthrough. This photo was previously up on Suzy Lu's Instagram. She deleted it after I publicised the measurements of her forehead on Twitter, whereupon she decided to take down my tweet with a privacy complaint. Yes, she actually filed a privacy complaint against me for using a public Instagram post. Thank goodness I downloaded it. This post shows her earphones, which seem to be Apple EarPods. Apple EarPods come in one standard size, so all I had to do was measure the length of the cord from the end of the earpod to the place where it merges into one cord. I found a program that could tell me the exact length of a freehand line in pixels. I drew the line, and it came out to 796 pixels. From my own measurements, the length of the cord from the end of the earpod to the place where it merges into one cord is 34 centimeters. So we have our first set of measurements to put into our equation. Then I needed to measure the size of Suzy Lu's forehead in pixels, which came to 190 pixels. Plugging this into our equation, we can do some simple cross multiplication to find x. And x, the size of Suzy Lu's forehead, is a whopping 8.12 centimeters or 3.1 inches tall. That is bigger than anyone else in the original list created by Meme Insider, including Jacksfilms, which makes Suzy Lu the forehead champion. But as a final measurement, we needed to see what percentage of Suzy Lu's face was taken up by her forehead. When I did the math, 31% of her face was taken up by her forehead, which places her among the top competitors on Meme Insider's original list. But we also went one step further. We did an AI X-ray to figure out the size of Suzy Lu's brain, just to see if that can give us any insight. Well, that explains a lot.